Hey everybody, you're back watching the Ghosts and Pros Esports Winter Tournament. We've got Walking in a Winter Pulse Bomb versus uh, Grandma Got
Versus Grandma Got Naded. Sorry for that disconnect. We are joined with Zyphon, my co-host, and it is me, Leroy, trying to cast this.
I'm back. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Alright, Arjun's back. He can take over now.
All right, we got Naded running the Sim TP strat. Let's see how Winter Pulse Bomb reacts to this. Almost mirroring on a brawl comp here. It's a big TP. Everybody gets to point. Two picks going either way. Oh my god, the Reinhardts just absolutely deleted each other. Monkey jumping into the backline, getting a lot of cleave damage in. It looks like Red is stabilizing very well though. It could go either way. It looks like we've got tanks on either side. Oh, the Sim TP coming back faster. Looks like Pulse Bomb is going to get swept and cleaned up here pretty easily. Never mind the Primal Rage coming out. He's still stabilizing on the point. Okay, he's dead.
God.
The TP just a little too overpowered for Pulse Bomb to overcome here.
That was pretty quick primal right there. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Primal that quick in a while. Maybe we gotta pick that guy up.
Man, weird comp. Now they're on the Genji, now off Reaper.
Yeah, they're looking almost like a classic kind of brawl here. It's very interesting to see in this kind of meta where we're used to seeing ball sig every map. As well as actually, to be fair on this map, the Sim is run quite often. Pulse Bomb walking in and Wiley just getting absolutely deleted again. It's unfortunate. These Reinhardts have been killing each other very quickly. That's why this character is not picked very often anymore. He just explodes before he gets into the fight. Ultimate's coming out here at the Deadeye, picking up Fjord. Nice, very easy fight win by Naded.
Fjord popped off. Nice little 3K.
Yeah. Kid is fragging. Let's see what they can do here though. We've got ults coming up on either side. Nanoblade online pretty soon, but every ultimate available pretty much for Naded besides that Deadeye. Blue is deciding to take the outside route. This is a interesting strategy here. They're getting just getting hard beamed by that Symmetra. The tier 3 laser just does so much damage. Oh my. But not a bad fight for Pulse Bomb. I mean, they got 3 ults out. They got the BAP, the Sim, and the Brig ults all out for their Nanoblade coming up here. They're gonna win a fight. It's gonna be this one, I would assume. Only Shatter at Lift and Kree available for the other side. Here comes the Nanoblade. Alex not getting nanoed though. What's happening here? Oh, the Shatter and the Lift coming out. It's looking real bad for Winter Pulse Bomb here as they just get absolutely flattened 99-0.
Unfortunately, I didn't see what happened. The nano just.
The nano just wasn't used.
It wasn't used?
No, it just wasn't used. I guess they just not on the same page there at all. Looked like Alex had dashed up, and the Ana. I don't even think the Ana was out of the choke yet. So just a little bit of lack of coordination. I'm sure they'll clean that up for this round. I'm wondering if we're gonna see them run Brawl again though, because this is such a good ball map, especially with flyers being like Pharah and Echo. Here is just so strong.
Yep. The classic ball Sigma Tracer Echo is pretty good on this map.
I mean, it's meta for a reason. I would be surprised. Oh, no, they're coming out on the Sim comp again. I'd be surprised if they were actually able to hold this, though. These flyers are just so hard to deal with on this map, especially the ball, too. When you don't have a ton of CC. I mean, they do have the Brig and the Kree, but regardless, ball with those shields just lives for forever. It's insane. So opting for Reinhardt instead of Sig and Ana instead of Zen here. It's a good sleep onto the Reinhardt. Is anything gonna happen? Oh, Wiley charges in and gets the Brig pick, but it gets instantly deleted back. This Pharah needs to get a lot of value here, or they're gonna lose this fight rather quickly. Kree on point already. Okay, just deleted. It looks like the superior positioning of the red team, Naded.
They're not capping point though.
They're not capping point. You are right. They have Sim turrets set up everywhere, but nobody's capped. Well, that's a good 20% they just lost out on, but that's okay. Looks like Winter Pulse Bomb will get another fight here pretty quickly, unless Pharah gets picked off. It looks like she's able to get out. This Pharah really needs to start looking for some hard off angles and get some value if they're going to have any chance of winning this. With the comps that they're on, there's Swap the Hog too now. It's a big window, and oh, again, Wily just getting absolutely deleted. I've never seen a Reinhardt die so fast. It's not completely lost, though. I mean, this Pharah is kind of uncontested. It's just really reported shooting at her on the Kree, which shouldn't be too much of a problem with a pocket with the, all that Kree fall-off damage.
The Hog's stuck on right. Yeah, he's
yeah, Hog's stuck in Dojo there. Just
not there.
Yeah, they need to give him a hand. He's just feeding ult charge at that point. It's a big nade though, and a decent nano. Could they get the Reinhardt trade? It's looking about even at this point. Fjord on the big flank with the high noon gets the BAP. Oh, nice play. A good hook too, coming in by noon. Big anti as well. It looks like Winter Pulse Bomb might actually win a fight here. Wily swinging at nothing. What? A good sleep on the Hog again, and then a big anti on both tanks. The lift coming out from the Sigma though. Oh, it's canceled.
Stunned out, man.
Stunned out. What a play by the DPS of Pulse Bomb and Diana as well. I mean, there's a couple good nades she had there, and a good nano to keep Wily alive when he got pinned. It's not looking too favorable for them in the ult fight though. If they've got pretty much just nano coming up against Shatter, Simwall, and Window. It's a very heavy healing comp being run by Nade here with the BAP Moira, which is interesting. You don't see that very often, but it offers lots of sustain, so it means you can make even more mistakes. Especially a couple get out of free jail, or a couple get out of jail free buttons on that side. It's a good wall, a good shatter coming out, stunning both tanks.
Nano's gonna
the Nano's not really gonna do much here. Sim getting a pick. Oh, reported getting 2 here.
Oh, the nice high noon TP. I like it. I love it.
Yeah, it's an underused. It's a lot of value you could get out of that Sim TP. A lot of people don't utilize that. That was really that was spicy. Man. It's a good TP. It looks like this is a last fight territory here for Pulse Bomb coming up on Pulse Bomb and Kree ult into Window Cole. If they don't, they don't take this fight quickly, they're gonna think they don't have a great chance of winning it. They need to clear these sim turrets out as well.
Oh, they're
good big window, and Wily just gets deleted again. It's a good pulse bomb by Alex, but he falls off the map afterwards. I'd like to see how that happened. I wonder what he did there.
Man,
but I mean, this is just the problem right now with running Reinhardt into Baptiste and any other kind of pokey characters, as in like Sigma and McCree. Is just you just get blown up by all of this damage coming at you because you can't avoid. I'd say about a good 90% of it is just completely unavoidable because you have a hitbox the size of a truck.
That last fight was over right when that window got pushed down. They were all still on that choke.
100%.
They were on the choke. You know, if right there, if they were on Sig maybe instead of Orion, they could have just hands through. You know, but
100%.
You're just walking straight into a window. It never works out.
No, yeah, 100%. You are correct there. Yeah, it's pretty much one of the biggest reasons why you see that ball sig comp being so meta. The other thing being obviously that there's just so much mobility in the ball tracer combination, which is something that Pulse Bomb just wasn't doing, was getting their ball onto an off angle and engaging from out of sight. They were just going straight in all the time. And you know, it's gonna work once or twice, but if teams catch on to you doing that, you're gonna have a very hard time winning anything.
You're just gonna get bursted down. Yep.
What is it? Looks like we have Assault coming up next. I love 2CP. It's the most fun game mode ever. My absolute favorite. I don't know about you.
Yep, I love it.
2CP being one of the map types. Actually, it's more map specific, but if we see something like Hanamura, it might be interesting to see these two teams run brawl against each other again, because I'm sure they will. They really seem to like the Reinhardts. But I mean, if Pulse Bomb is smart, maybe they pick a map where they know that brawl won't really be as effective. I'm thinking something where they just off-angle the absolute crap out of the other team being Volskaya or Temple are just two maps that are just painful to run Reinhardt on. Maybe they, maybe they pick one of those maps to get an advantage on the ball sig comp if they're able to run it. I'm not actually sure, but I would say that's their best bet.
So we just have to take a quick little short break. I'm going to do a quick little shout out to one of our partners that we use a lot, Shampira. We can get their logo up on the screen. They're a web platform that automated scrimmages for esports teams and provides recruitment tools to find top talent. I know that I personally use this to book scrims all the time, and they're starting to develop recruitment tools, things like that for teams. And they really have listened to the feedback of the community. And they're brand new, so they're still in the alpha stage, but they're really, really streamlined already. So I recommend you check them out. But I guess we can just roll a little music or a little break, whatever you have for us. And we'll be back.
Okay.
Traveling to Hanamura. Initiating match.
Welcome back to our mid-break. We are going to Hanamura.
Well, just like I thought, or just like we thought, both these teams love running the Reinhardt so much they picked probably the best 2CP map for it. As in, obviously running the sim comps is pretty strong here. That TP to point really just helps you negate all that off angle pressure that an Ash Mercy or any kind of off angle hit scan threats can really put on you on this map.
Yeah, and you can see Sims already on the board.
Yeah, you can
along
see
with
Sim
Jump.
is. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Both teams probably both teams look prepped to. Well, one team looks prepped to counter Sim TP. The other is looking like they've got a pretty decent comp for the Sim TP here. I really like the BAP and the Brig. It can keep you alive for so long. Brig just offers so much sustain and is kind of honestly still really a problem. They need to fix that character.
Brig is perfect just the way she is, and I will die on this mountain.
I do really actually like the naded comp as well. Hopefully looking to disrupt the TP with the wall and the Junkrat to just... Oh, sorry, I got the teams mixed up.
Looks like their sim is AFK.
I like the Winter Pulse comp, being ready to just disrupt that that TP with the Mei wall and the junk damage.
There we go.
Hopefully being enough to come through.
Sim's a little late coming in here.
That's okay. It doesn't matter when she gets there as long as she gets the TP down properly. They don't protect her though, and she gets blown up instantly. Oh my goodness.
Gotta put a shield.
Yeah, you gotta put a shield in front of your sim there.
Do something.
Yeah, anything. I mean, they've got so many tools to keep her up, but they just didn't do it. It's unfortunate. Some good shots from Alex coming in though. There's a lot of spam coming through this choke. I would like to see the Mei play a little closer though, so she can get a wall to actually disrupt the teleporter. She looks too far back to me. And the Reinhardt playing on the low ground here is interesting as well. I'm, knowing this Reinhardt or seeing him play, he's gonna pin instantly when they drop to the point. Just based off of last game and his love for the shift button. Oh, reported getting a really good pick on a Mercy. Nobody is looking at him. They haven't noticed him yet. He's walked into the team's fronts too. Oh, my goodness. Winter Pulse Bomb. Just completely oblivious to the flank. It's a good tire coming out from Alex. Oh, gets two. What a tire. That's a fast tire. I mean, it's been spamming for a while, but I didn't realize he was actually getting that much damage, and it's well-placed tire as well. Nobody seemed to know where it was coming from at the time. And it looks like Winter Pulse Bomb will clean this fight up with relative ease, obviously losing the Mercy early, which was unfortunate, but it was a good comeback. Good wall on the Sig to get the cleanup. Here, what I really think naded needs to do is once they TP to the point, they really just they need to take the space, right? Like they sat way too long on that corner, just getting spammed out by Junkrat there. When they actually started the fight, I'm pretty sure most of them were half HP. You're never gonna win a fight if your resources get baited out early. Let's see what they decide to do here. Maybe they look to TP on top of the point again. Oh, they go for the same top right TP and lift coming out here. Looks like he gets... Oh, he missed?
He just missed, yeah. That's a 1v1 going on over there. And
the Brig using Rally to try to 1v1 the Sigma, but Sigma getting support from the rest of his team. It looks like it's another fight win for Winter Pulse Bomb, but yeah, it's just going to be some cleanup here.
Yep.
The three that they have left can't really do much to sustain themselves here. Reinhardt going to be going down next.
Unfortunate.
With a minute left, the ult situation here is looking pretty healthy for both teams. You've got most ultimates available on either side. Naded just lacking the newly swapped Moira ult and the Reinhardt ult, which isn't necessarily easy to build here when you're just getting spammed out by a Junkrat. I wouldn't be surprised to see Blizzard and Tire early here from Winter Pulse Bomb, maybe even the Shatter if Wily gets nice and creative with it. Noon almost up to another lift. Hopefully he hits something this time with it. Could be a huge... Oh, and another gigantic Tire by Alex. He killed 3 that fight. But 4, oh my god. The Junkrat pick being the deciding factor so far in this matchup.
I'm looking forward to that high noon TP again, man.
Yeah, I am. You know what? I wouldn't put it past him to kill 3 with it. It was pretty creative last time. Let's see if they can figure out a creative spot here. I think with the sim wall, this is going to be a much easier take this time, though. They can really cut off most of Alex's damage and play away from him. Though. They do have that Blizzard. But that's why Bap is such a great character.
There it goes.
Oh, the Immortality Field comes out really early, and it gets a lot of value, actually, though. Let's see what a Noon kill. Oh, it looks like the spam damage coming out from Winter Pulse Bomb is again just too much. It was a good freeze, caught both tanks. It was a good lift, but it was a very well placed lamp to keep both tanks alive for as long as possible. But the overwhelming damage of Junkrat and Sigma looking like it is going to prevail here. And Winter Pulse Bomb with the full hold.
The DPS on Winter Pulse Bomb, they're just terrorizing them. The spam coming out from Junkrat, the freezes off of May, and it's just they just got to figure out how to stop it.
Yeah, you know, I really wasn't expecting too much from the May in terms of poke, but Fjord here landing a lot of right clicks in their rotations, doing a lot of damage. Yeah, they made it work very well. It was very well played. I really do think that that Naded really just needed to try something else other than TPing top right. They TP top right every single fight, and it really lost them that point. Just being so just everything was just so telegraphed, right? Junk knew where to spam before the fight even started, and he got picks early because of it. You need to vary your approach here. You need to TP in different spots. That's a beautiful thing about Symmetra is you can put TP anywhere. Very common one I see when people are holding that top left high ground is people will TP onto it right on top of them and drop a May wall so they can't get off, chase them, and just kick the crap out of them with that Reinhardt. It looks like they will be running almost the exact same comp, except they're keeping the May instead of having a hit scan like a Kree or something, which I like too, because what it allows you to do is it allows you to TP straight onto point and just throw that wall up to give yourself a minute to stabilize, get your sim turrets down, and get everybody situated of where you're going to take your fight. So we'll see how this goes. And Native coming out on the double shield.
And they do only need 1 tick to win, so they just have to get there and stabilize just long enough to get that.
Yeah, forcing this double shield comp to touch early is going to be really, really hard, or it's going to be really, really hard to overcome, because, you know, walking into Brawl as double shield isn't what you want to do. You want to be poking them out and taking the fight from a distance. Why are they not actually getting the TP?
Oh, and the Ash down.
But, oh my goodness, what a play by the Symmetra and Noon. Alex, Noon, and Fjord just going onto the point full alpha, just beaming people down. Alex, stop. Why are you doing this to them? What did they do to you? I mean, they did, you know, 99-0 you last map, but, you know, have some mercy, dude.
They turned it around.
Yeah, Winter Pulse Bomb turning it around nicely. It's big Tire coming out here. This was a nice play by Alex. Oh, yeah, see what I mean? He was already there before they TP'd with the mines and the Tire ready. It was just too predictable at that point.
Oh, the wall.
It's a good match. Now we're 1-1. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm excited to see the next map.
I believe it is hybrid?
Yes, it is hybrid, and it's going to be Grandma's Choice.
Oh yes, I probably should be calling them Grandma instead of Nade. That makes a lot more sense.
It's fine. Like that's been their running nickname. I think Brian coined it first, calling them a young, sexy grandma. Because they finally got their point on Eichenwald early on, and we had a little joke that it was either a sexy young grandma or a new age grandma that does yoga.
That's a good one. Really, I just saw the chat. Why they said he was lagging. That's why he wasn't able to get into the TP there. well, for hybrid, I wonder if they just pick King's Row here, just
Yeah.
because it's Scrim's Row. How can you not pick King's Row when you're
Playing Brawl
given the
like that.
option to pick
You
pick
know,
a hybrid map?
I would say I think you're a mind reader, but I also remember that you personally loves King's Row, and I think you were just hoping that they pick it. But yes, they just whispered me King's Row is their map pick.
What a map! It'll be interesting to see if they try anything special. I'm kind of hoping we see some Bash and SimTP nonsense.
Oh yeah.
I know that would be so much fun because they've been really running this MTP for the maps. It would be fun to see just something cheesy and fun.
Yeah, King's Row being one of those maps where, there's no really, kind of everything works here. I've seen Ball Sig played on this map. Mostly, you mostly see Brawl, but you see lots of variations of it. Some teams run Ana. I think BAP is objectively better, but if you have a really good Ana player who can land those nades around that Ryan Sig shield, it can get a lot of value. So it'll be interesting to see what the comps are here. If people kind of try to run something more meta, like a meta Brawl, or if they try to go just pure comfort picks.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be Brawl on Brawl, but that can be fun too.
Well, I do too. It's just what variation of Brawl they go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
guess
wonder if we'll
we'll
get really,
get it
really
soon.
classic May McCree.
I mean, it's a good Brawl. I mean, that's what we run in scrims. But who knows? Who knows if they're comfortable on those characters? I know Alex specifically really likes to play Tracer, so it reminds me of somebody on my team who's a Tracer connoisseur, if I may say
Cough,
so.
cough, siphon.
Yeah, cough, cough, Siphon. Oh, the Widow coming out, it looks like, early from Naded here. I wonder if that will be an actual pick or if it's just going to be the scout early. I guess we'll see. Oh,
This Widow
like-
is pretty strong, I remember from the other games.
I like the Ryan Sig.
I do. I like the Ryan Sig.
more than Ryan Zarya right now. And the
yeah.
current meta, it's better. In my
I really think so too. The Sigma shield just Sigma as a character just provides so much more value than Zarya. Zarya has her bubbles, but I mean, Sigma has a DM, he has a shield, he has a stun. Like it's a lot.
Can't get much better than that.
I like both comps. I'm not sure I like the Mercy pick, but I do really like the Zen pick on the side of Winter Pulse Bomb. That extra Discord damage on a Reinhardt while he's trying to get to your team against a comp like that can make the difference, especially with a Junkrat. 30% extra damage coming in on those mines is a lot of damage to deal with. So it looks like reported switching over to the Ashe with a Mercy pocket. Right now, for Winter Pulse Bomb, they really need to look to brawl early here, because if they let this Ashe take position on them and spam them out, they're going to lose. It looks like
the Reinhardt.
it looks like the Reinhardt disconnecting early in the fight. It's very unfortunate. Oh, is he back? Doesn't look like it. Naded taking a good positioning, good space here. Reported yet to do much with his positioning, although very good. He gets the pick onto the Ashe. Man. Alex returning the pick though, but I would say the pick onto the Reinhardt being much more valuable. Big window coming out, forcing Naded to retreat, and another pick by Alex onto the Rezzing Mercy. Man, I gotta say, this Discord damage coming out into their front line is actually really helping a lot. Alex being able to kind of do whatever he wants, it looks like. Building his tire already. Man. We've got multiple ults coming up for each team. I wonder what will be used in conjunction with which here. I'm expecting to see a tire really early, maybe a shatter with this Bob. The lift and tire coming out. Oh, he lifts him out of the tire range. That's that's a little bit unfortunate for them. It's a freeze coming out, trying to catch reported. It not able to catch anybody actually. Zarya and May going on a nice little flank to clean up the rest of Winter Pulse Bomb. As Naded took that fight pretty well. I mean, it was very unfortunate that the tire didn't get any value because of the lift, but that fight going really well for Naded as they only put in Mercy ult and Bob to freeze lift and tire.
Man, reported
he's doing work. He's just hitting heads. Wiley just standing here. Is he disconnected again?
He's been standing still in the middle.
Oh yeah, we're asking for a pause. I just assume he disconnected. Very unfortunate for the side of Winter Pulse Bomb to have your main tank DCing like that, but It's a tournament. You gotta go. You gotta play through. You gotta find a way to still get value here.
Worst comes to worst, we throw in the roar.
I
That's
mean,
Ryan I
I
know.
mean, I mean, I can play a mean Zarya. That's about it. My Rhine is about 1100.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that you necessarily have to run Reinhardt on this map.
Yeah. Well,
There's
okay.
definitely lots of options.
All of my main tanks are about 1100. Let's be fair.
Okay. Well, that's okay. To make my screen stop spinning. Oh man, this is gonna be a really tough retake when we finally get Wiley back in here for Pulse Bomb. I mean, they just lost their main tank again. They're gonna have a very hard time taking any space back. I would expect this street space to go rather quickly to the side of Grandma. They
Yeah,
have
they got
much, yeah,
3, almost 4 ults.
yeah, almost 4.
And the pulse bombs 2, maybe 3.
Now, there's always hope in the sense that maybe they throw all of their ults into the trans and then Pulse Bomb has an easy time recontesting, but I don't think that will happen. They haven't been Grandma has been pretty good about not over ulting here. Although to their detriment sometimes is they don't ult enough, but they've been pretty good about not spamming all of their ults at once, which is just good on whoever is fight planning for them. They clearly know what they're doing for the most part.
Hello? No, my bad.
It's okay. I'm just wondering
mic
how
was-
long this what's happening with Wiley's internet here.
Hopefully he doesn't fully DC. He's pretty close to Shatter, I'd say.
Yeah, no, he's close to Shatter. It's just a matter of will they be able to get an actual fight in here, or are they just gonna get steamrolled till
Yeah.
third point and then have to make some hero plays?
Oh, I didn't even notice. I think Fjord's switched off onto the Mei.
He's been on the Mei actually.
Oh.
He used his ult and
Yeah.
he used his ult as a, we'll call it a point zoning ult. In the same fight as they used their window, I believe, which would have been a good combination if he had frozen then windowed to catch them out in their aggression. But
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
uh-oh,
Unfortunate.
this is a slight problem.
Yes, I'm trying to go through our sub list to see if I can get someone in very quickly. Unfortunately, most of our tanks are a little higher than Wiley's SR is because we are running a mixed SR tournament.
Put me in.
Siphon, what is
Yes,
your
put
tank
me in.
SR?
It is 3.
Yeah, that's too high, baby.
If it starts with anything but a 2, it's too high, Siphon.
All right.
I mean, honestly, my tank would be close if the other tank could switch. So
I might be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure Wiley is he's EU, yeah? I think somebody on that team is EU. It's
yes,
either
he
him
is
or Fjord.
EU.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised he was experiencing lag issues playing on an NA tournament.
Yeah.
Looks
Well,
like
I don't want to
even
disclose any
fortunate.
of his personal information, but he did warn me that this may happen, and so I did have a backup, but they unfortunately canceled. So I may put myself in actually. Let me go talk to them, see if they'd be okay with that. Otherwise, they're gonna have to forfeit, and I don't want that to happen.
Well, best of luck. I mean, you could always put me in as main tank. Pretty inspirational at it.
What is your main tank SR?
Don't ask.
I
It is
want to
too
though.
high.
Alrighty, I will be back and we will solve this issue so that we can get this going again.
kind of excited to see her playing those Zarya, you know.
I haven't seen Leroy play tank. Actually, I don't think ever. To be fair, most of the time I've known her, she's been my manager, and I mean, we've not played together very often.
Yeah.
So I've only really ever seen her play main support. But I think
Yeah,
it'll be fun regardless. Let's hope we get something going here. We don't want to. We don't let the Twitch viewers get too bored.
Can't have that.
Can't have that. Oh,
Macro?
did Macro go in? I don't know who that is. Is that one of their players? Sub maybe? They were in the lobby before. It looks like they're snooping their career profile here. It looks like they are a platinum tank player. Most time spent on ball. 79% win rate, pretty good.
Not bad.
Not bad. We won't talk about those Reinhardt stats. Well, never mind. I went a season back. Not a bad Reinhardt player, it seems. Hopefully, we get something going. Be unfortunate to lose all that ult charge, but yeah, you know what? It happens.
He did have shatter almost 74%.
Yeah, 74%. You never know in these kind of games though when you're getting stomped, and especially when you don't have ults, you might not get to swing for the next couple of fights because you're just getting blown up immediately. But oh, it looks like Macro gets put in and Wily joins back at the same time. I wonder what's gonna happen. If he's experiencing heavy lag, I really hope Macro plays. Just nothing against obviously Wily. Just for the sake of both teams and tilt, you don't want to be playing. You don't want to be hard lagging while you're playing.
No, we want to see a fair match.
All right, so Wiley was able to come back. We do have a backup. Words are hard. We do have a backup plan, and it wouldn't be a Winter Cup without a few scuffed moments in our stream. Let's be real. We do have. I'm going to ready us up, and then we can hopefully get this going.
Okay, sounds good. All right, well, it'll be interesting to see if we actually get a fight in these street phase here. As it looks like Grandma is taking a whole ton of space here. Maybe not as much as I thought. They've stopped to. Oh, they're stopped to set up their Ash. It looks like. My opinion, I think this is a pretty big mistake here. You're giving Winter Pulse Bomb the opportunity to stall you multiple fights here by just letting them out of or letting them back onto this streets phase. This is interesting strategy. I would have taken a lot more space there as Grandma. You had all of the pressure. You still do because you have ults. Here we go. Let's see. Is the trans gonna come out? They're gonna break the wall. And the trans comes out. It's a good anti onto the Mei. The pin getting ice blocked as well. Here comes the tire. Alex's tire's been pretty good, but he gets found by the McCree. He gets found by the Moira and the Ash. It is not a McCree. My bad. So it gets nobody and he dies. It's an interesting position to tire from, but Winter Pulse Bomb has been able to take space on Grandma here after they lost their main tank. Another pick coming out for Winter Pulse Bomb. What a nade! Maybe Reported just went for the 1v1, not realizing that his team wasn't in position to actually take advantage of his pressure in the backline. So Winter Pulse Bomb stalls again. This is all going back to the fact that Grandma just did not take enough space while they had the advantage. Pulse Bomb being down a main tank, and they were not being pressured out. It's a good wall. Wily is DC'd again, it seems. He's just standing still for a good chunk of that. Yes, a pause has been requested, but you cannot pause mid-fight, if I remember the rules correctly.
Correct, you cannot.
So it looks like Pulse Bomb just forfeiting Streets phase here due to another unlucky DC. Oh, they're using ults though. We use the Sigma lift, which in my opinion is a gigantic mistake. Yeah, you should. If you're Winter Pulse Bomb, you really just need once you've lost this fight, once you're down your main tank, and actually maybe they only lost their main tank, but once you're down your main tank, especially in Brawl where that Reinhardt is so important just to stabilize your front line, because Sigma cannot hold the space against Zarya Reinhardt because obviously his ink doesn't do anything to them. He can't get those shields up, which means he has very low survivability. You have to just die on cart and hope to get another touch in. So it looks like even due to the poor macro decision by Grandma, they still easily capture this point with 3 minutes to go on to point 3.
I think they've been sitting on that Mei ult for quite a long time. I mean,
Fjord pretty recently built that.
They were
pretty
sitting
sure.
on 1-0 for a little bit.
They were
That's
sitting on the trans. Oh no, he rebuilt trans. That's actually it's impressive. That's pretty quick. So the rate I build trans. I think it might have been the Sigma ult they've been sitting on, and that's why he felt the need to use it.
The backline.
It's a good sleep. Ana still behind the team. Good anti though. Great anti. Pulse Bomb winning this fight with a flanking Ana. I would have expected to maybe see a bumper shatter if anything, or maybe a flanking Mei ult, but not a flanking Ana nade. That was very creative. I very much enjoyed that.
Grandma got schooled by Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma got schooled by Grandma. We're looking at ults here, and Winter Pulse Bomb's done a very good job stabilizing here. They have 4 ults, three online, and the tire coming up to Grandma's freeze and potentially coalescence, because that thing builds in a matter of seconds. It's more of a cooldown than an ultimate. Same with the BAP. Grandma really needs to look to take a little bit of space here to get Ashe on an off angle. Ashe shooting into Sigma and Reinhardt with a pocket is not a lot of value. They're comboing the freeze and the lift again, it looks. It's a good lift, it got a lot, but without that Lucio to speed in, it's really hard to capitalize lifting their backline like that. But Winter Pulse Bomb again cleans up because they were able to split the enemy team. Maybe I wouldn't have used this combination of ults, but got the job done.
If it works, it works.
Did you see the Mei freeze coming out from Grandma? I did not. Where did that go? Maybe they froze on top of each other.
No, it was thrown on a cart, and it caught 1, maybe 2.
Okay.
But
it's the nano junk tire. Does that do anything?
I don't believe it does.
I don't believe that actually impacts the damage of tires. So Alex should have just spammed a little bit there, just to start maybe some double mine antics into their beeline with the nano. Another interesting use of ults, but looking pretty good for Grandma here. Winter Pulse Bomb is actually, in my opinion, playing too far out. Playing out this far opens you up to getting picked by an Ashe, right? Like, look how far Alex's is, and look where their Ana is playing. Both are susceptible to being one-tapped by a headshot here, as the Ashe nerfs have not come in. Alex just going into the backline, though. Oh my goodness. What is he doing? Gets a kill, but gets traded back. Attack having the closer spawns and the Mercy. Oh, big shatter coming out, and the trans. Man, Winter Pulse Bomb really turning this around.
See, I like where Pulse Bomb's holding. Maybe not the junk on the catwalk, but they're
the rest of the team. Yeah, I like.
Ass get any offing. You can't offing there.
I like where the rest of the team is playing. It's just where the junk and Honor are playing, in my opinion, is needlessly dangerous. It's okay. Losing a fight here is actually not as big a deal as you'd think, because they were able to stall the cart there for so long that this is last fight territory. After getting rolled on streets so hard, this is honestly best case scenario right now for Winter Pulse Bomb. They're coming out with ultimates. They only have the junk, or Grandma only having junk tire online. Alex being around the same ult charge, and they're having 3 other ults to follow up here. I'm thinking they're gonna start with a freeze here. Let's see what happens. It starts with a lift and a freeze. Alex getting picked off. A nano onto the Reinhardt. Reinhardt, oh my goodness. Just the ult combinations coming out from Pulse Bomb. That was very well played.
I think Alex was thinking, I don't have to worry about a headshot if I just delete the Ashe in the back line.
You know what? That's very true. That is.
So what's his first pick? True. And he did trade though, but.
No, he did trade, which isn't a problem. It's just, Grandma just allowed Winter Pulse Bomb to farm them for ults pretty much. Like, Mei was building ult at a rate she should not be building ult. Just with right clicks, it looked like to me for the most part. And
yeah,
I'm gonna start sounding like
been a little kooky because of all the pauses and things like that. It's hard to keep your mind into the game for sure.
Of course, that is very accurate. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I think it all goes back to them just not taking enough space on streets and absolutely rolling over them. They gave Winter Pulse Bomb the chance to fight. They forced out ults, and then the ult economy of Winter Pulse Bomb ended up being the deciding factor in the last couple fights on third.
Yeah, I have to agree. That's been Grandma's problem every map. They're slow to engage, and when they do engage, they still hold back quite a bit, even when they're brawl.
Most of that, I'm going I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say a lot of that is going to be due to players not being as comfortable with each other as they would be with normal teams. You're almost more in these kind of tournaments where it's a draft and nobody really knows each other. You're almost more playing a little bit more of a controlled version of comp. Now, I
Yeah.
don't know if they've been scrimming, but
Yeah,
regardless.
actually, Grandma's been scrimming almost every single day.
My goodness, that's a lot of scrims. Oh, we're just gonna see brawl into double shield here. That's a good first Maywall that comes out, catches Jokey with the anti. That's a very good lamp though to stabilize and help Grandma secure this fight. The tanks from Winter Pulse Bomb just got absolutely annihilated. Oh, sorry, Noon still being alive. The main tank, I should have said. Yeah, here's where it becomes really hard as Brawl to play into double shield because you have a player like Reported just sitting up on that high ground, throwing dynamites and clicking. You know, I don't know if he actually hit any headshots there, but he's definitely hitting bodies. And with a damage boost, that's all you really need to do is Ash, just hit your dynamites and hit your body shots, and you can easily turn a fight for your team. What it will really come down here to is Winter Pulse Bomb getting a really good Maywall off and absolutely annihilating the other team's tanks really quickly. That's a good way to force out Lamp early. Big anti coming onto the tanks. They need to push onto this and do something with it. Winter Pulse Bomb playing a little too slow. They're not able to capitalize on the anti because most of the team was still coming out of hotel when they should have been hard holding W.
Yeah, it was interesting. They used Maywall to block off the turret, and it looked like it was going to go in their favor. And I think you're right. Half the team just stayed in hotel for some reason.
My goodness, Noon living forever. He gets the grab off. Oh my! How did he survive 1v3 for so long? Nobody looked at him, or his bubble usage is just incredible. I mean, his bubble usage might be incredible. He's very high charge at the moment. That is not how you want to lose that fight if you're Winter Pulse Bomb. If you're Grandma, that is a tilting way to lose a fight with a Zarya just dancing around your whole team on point. But Grandma's still in a good position here with close spawns and ults to take some space back here from Winter Pulse Bomb, as Winter Pulse Bomb has their Junkrat, which is a good chunk of their damage on the cart still. It's a good pick onto the main tank. Tyre coming around to Reported's left. Does he hear it? I think he does. Good lamp coming out. And Alex goes straight into the lamp. Alex, my guy, you have to delay those a little bit to try to bait the lamp. There's no point of blowing them up in the lamp because Grandma's already able to sustain all the way back up. It's a decent stall to get your main tank back, and it's a good wall. Oh, it's not. It did not cut off the Orisa like I thought it did. Good bongo coming out around the corner. Nano freeze coming out onto of the side of Winter Pulse Bomb, and they're just gonna mop this fight up. Torvald and Bongo coming out from Grandma, but it's not going to be enough clearly as Winter Pulse Bomb just run over them. That's the again another problem with the comp. I wouldn't even say that they're playing the comp suboptimally. It is really more the comp. You don't have the Lucio speed to get out of that, so you have to rely on Fortify to save your Orisa. But if you're not holding on corners, it's very, very, very difficult to get away from that Reinhardt. You need to be playing with space in between you so that you can do enough damage to bait out resources, or you will lose because Reinhardt gets onto you and he's at an advantage now. Whereas Orisa, you need to stay farther back off the corner, do more damage as he's coming in to be able to get value. Looks like the Ryan swap coming in here to Mir. Good window coming out, but a big anti right onto the main tank. Reinhardt falling very low on the side of Grandma. Bob comes out from Reported, as it looks like Noon picking off Reported somehow in the back line, and Winter Pulse Bomb is able to stabilize this and get a huge grab. Oh my goodness, Winter Pulse Bomb is just using their ult so efficiently here, and they're somehow able to stay alive. Wow. 2v6 in the front line. All of Pulse Bomb turned around to deal with a Bob, which you could just sleep. Somehow Noon and Fjord were in the other team and were still able to get a kill and get out. I don't know how they were allowed to live.
Sleep on the Mercy.
And nobody touches them. What a sleep. That was insane.
That was juicy. That kept them from contesting for sure.
Yeah, oh my, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was going with, I obviously I'm not gonna say player of the match, but player like best, best player on each team being, or not, maybe not best, but most impactful so far being reported for Grandma just on that Ashe is doing a lot of damage, but and uh and I was gonna say Alex on Winter Pulse Bomb, but man, Noon on that map just not dying, being at such high charge the entire map, making a humongous difference, as well as the Ana just hitting antis time and time again through the double shield, which is really not easy to do as an Ana player myself. I can tell you, hitting nades against double shield, unless you're taking goofy off angles, is not easy. Right? I mean, it's an extra barrier you have to get that around, especially when there's a Reinhardt up who can just, obviously remove his shield on cooldown. But very impressive display there of just really good play from Winter Pulse Bomb. They've really turned it around since that first map where they struggled a lot.
Yeah. I also love how your commentary for the game is like sprinkled with coaching wisdom, like this is what you want to do or this is how to do it better. I enjoyed that as someone who you've coached and someone who I've watched you scrim. It was really fun.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just how I kind of am. I mean, for those of you in the stream that don't know me, I've played for L'Aurora's teams as she's been my manager. I've coached a couple teams from her, and I've coached at kind of all levels of this game. So it's just kind of when I talk, it's always kind of coachy.
Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just it was kind of adorable to me, and I know people hate the word adorable, but it was just fun. I'm like, oh,
God, you're so
coaching.
adorable, Arjun.
God, I guess I am just
You're
so
so
adorable.
adorable.
I don't know why people hate the word adorable. Adorable is a wonderful thing.
Yes,
We
it
are
is.
going
It
to
is.
Ilios for the next map. Because I made this and a lot of people
Oh,
complained. I hate having a hybrid and escort back to back, so we're
yes, I
doing
do too.
control
I
for the
do.
tiebreaker.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. Hybrid and then control just feels too similar, and a lot of the time, I mean, it's fine in scrims, but when it's a match and you've just lost on one of those maps, it can be so tilting to go to something so similar. Then you just go in with the mentality of, oh man, I just played this. How am I gonna beat them?
Yeah.
Right now, actually, I'm just looking back at the stream of how Noon was able to survive for so long, and it's just good bubble management and using corners very well. It looks like.
Yeah, honestly, when you said how is Noon still alive, my brain even turned off that there was a Zarya. I was spectating someone else who never even looked towards Zarya, and so when Zarya killed somebody, I'm like, whoa, where did she come from?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he was. I mean, I just saw the sleep live too. That was good sleep, very good sleep coming out from the Ana player. It will be interesting to see. I think in terms of of how this game's been going, uh, Grandma really showing so much dominance with the sim strats on control. I wonder if they're going to be able to do it again here. Now, this isn't necessarily the best sim map. I would say that I think it's Lighthouse being the better sim map on this. I might be getting my names mixed up because
No, you're right. You're right.
yeah. So Lighthouse being probably the most favorable map for Grandma. Hopefully they get it, and the RNG gods are on their side.
It's just I don't know. It's just Lighthouse is just when you think Lighthouse, you don't think of Sim. You think
No,
of
you
like.
really don't.
I mean, it's
You think of
doable, but
it is, it is. You think,
you think of
but you
maybe like
do.
Echo or
Yeah,
or
you think of
Ash.
you think of Echo, you think of Zen, you think of Ball, maybe
Yeah,
a Hog or a Sig. I think
not a
Hog.
Sim.
I think Ilios is one of those maps where you can actually unironically run a Hog and it have a lot of value. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of comps we run out here on. I would really discourage any Reinhardt on this map, as I
No,
just
no,
think it's
no.
atrocious. You can't run Brawl here. These maps are all about angle control and your ability to just deny your opponent's space through sheer damage and, like I said, angle control. And it looks like we have interesting dive coming out as in Ball Monkey from the side of Winter Pulse Bomb, and then we have more meta looking. Oh yeah, it's a very meta looking comp coming out on the side of Grandma, except no Zen and a Mercy.
I like it. You pocket the Echo. Trade it out for Discord. It could work.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but you gotta remember, the reason that comp is so good is because Zen is the carry. If you have a good Zen player, it makes that so much easier because you're giving your whole team 30% damage on a target instead of Mercy only boosting 1.
Yeah.
So we'll see what
Really
happens.
falling early, unfortunate. Gotta hate
Yeah.
the Reaper sometimes. The Reaper,
Yeah, you gotta hate the
the
Reaper.
Reaper
And
Tracer 1v1 is just not fun for the Tracer.
it's it's really not. But you know, Winter Pulse Bomb actually swapping the comp up a little bit here. They're on a weird brawl. I'd say a brawl dive hybrid. I've seen the Lucio Mercy played before. It was meta for a little bit in scrims, but not with these tanks. It was Ball Diva that I saw it with most of the time. Ball Monkey can work too. But Alex getting absolutely popped by You Can't See Me. Oh my goodness, look at the ult charge differential. 70 to 40 here for the Echoes. Ball coming in with a big slam, hits majority of the core of the other team, but there's no real help going into him. He just gets stun locked and dies, it looks like. Monkey getting out. This is good for Grandma. I mean, they have the advantage here. They could get a push going. This Brig is really gonna be a pain in the butt for the dive characters of Winter Pulse Bomb here. Ball being back very quickly, like Ball does. Looks like ult's coming out here from Grandma. They copy Winston, and they're Brig fighting Primal Link Monkey in the backline here. As Winter Pulse Bomb is going to be able to stall this out for a pretty long time. There's no real focus fire coming out from Grandma. The rally coming out from Brig, it gets deleted almost instantly. That rally didn't even have time to get armor onto her. And they've swapped the Zen on the side of Grandma.
They go completely.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Oh, that is such a strong ult to hit.
You really hate to see it. And man, this fight just going so well. I mean, if you can't clean everybody up, you need to just lose the fight and regroup. You can't just stagger in from either side because obviously the team holding the point has the advantage the whole time, right? As they're getting constant ticks of progression here. They've got it all the way to 80% after only, 2 real fights here. One being the first engage of the game. The second was just a very long, drawn-out fight that went for about 40 to 60% of the point here. And again, it looks like Winter Pulse Bomb just looking to not allow them to touch and to drag them into this fight off point where, they're going to have time to get respawns back. And by the time Grandma gets back, Ball is already respawned and people are coming back on the side of Winter Pulse Bomb. Monkey back as well. Oh no. Grandma, they're struggling. They're really struggling to do anything here. It's really unfortunate to see Jokey going off the map in the last fight there. They didn't take enough fights as a team, right? I mean, they got picks, but when they got picks, they were also getting picked and not being able to push forward, allowing the other team to have their respawns come back first. It's just, you're never going to win a fight like that. At some point you just need to decide, hey guys, we lost this one, let's get out and regroup for another fight.
It's pretty unfortunate.
It is. It is.
I watched reported. I was spectating a little bit. He was putting pressure on their backline during that second fight when I think naded should have won personally. He just needed his team to walk in, either clean up the kills or stabilize and then walk in,
Exactly. Like Leroy said, they have trouble walking in, and when you have trouble walking in as a group, you're just gonna get picked off one by one, as shown by that last map. Now they're running the Reinhardt. This again, I don't really like the Reinhardt pick, especially not Ryan Zarya into a Ball comp. If oh
man.
Oh my goodness. As I say that, the Ryan comp getting a ton of value, blowing up Ball, to Genji, and Echo. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, report on the McCree is just deleting so many people right now.
Yeah, I mean the Brig and Kree do really well into those with those stuns, but not very efficiently played by Winter Pulse Bomb, I must say. Pretty much just, they went in with no support around, right? If they had Echo support, if they had Monkey, if they had other people in positions to do anything, they wouldn't have died one. There you go, one at a time there. And now this is the reason that Ryan Zarya, in my opinion, is again not a great comp. They're just getting off angled to crap here, and they can't do anything about it because they have no ability to get out and deal with any of those characters.
So with 3.
Jeez. What the heck happened there? Lucio fragging out. And as I say, I do not like Ryan Zarya. What do Winter Pulse Bomb swap to? Ryan Zarya, of course. But I would say the biggest reason they won that fight is, again, Alex. Alex on the flank, getting shots in, killing the BAP early was huge, and Genji off-angling as well. And again, this off-angle pressure coming out of the Winter Pulse Bomb DPS is going to be tough to handle when you're on a full brawl comp. You need to be able to get out to them, and they do not have the Lucio speed to do that. And it's a big copy coming out with a bigger shatter, and oh my goodness, Alex just cleaning up their backline with Fjord there.
Not much you can do about that. You know, your Reinhardt stuck in
Yeah.
the very front, fighting the real Reinhardt. You know, you got the Echo in the back, just swinging.
Lucio kind of feeding into their spawn there, maybe looking for a boop off the map. Not so sure. Oh, we have to go. It is scrim time.
Yes, it is unfortunately 10 p.m. The match ran a little late today. Brian is here to help me carry over it because I'm a little scuffy of a caster. There goes Grav, mostly cleaning up Grandma. And Winter Pulse takes the point back. Excuse me, Grandma took the point back. See? I am a scuffy one. Ryan is pushing up forward, trying to keep the ground. But it's ultimately pushing back towards his team. Back to the safety of the point, trying to protect himself from the off angles. Lamp goes out very early and is quickly deleted by Noon. Grab gets put out, but not much is done from it. Noon gets deleted afterwards and gets rezzed, but Mercy dies as a result. I think it's smart that they're holding point. Copy comes out again. Copying Zarya for a grab. Hopefully they can get something out of this grab. And they do. Winter Pulse is able to clean up point, except for the Mei. And I think it's been interesting how this fight has gone back and forth now that Grandma is running almost a mirror copy of Winter Pulse without the off angles. Rally comes out, but the shatter stops them from Pulse. Oh, that is a huge cleanup from Winter Pulse, destroying all of Grandma. Just utterly riveting. I don't know if it was Alex or Mac that really did the most damage. Pulse went out, did not catch anybody. Let's see if this High Noon can get anything. Fortunately, no. But there is a cheeky move on point by our ball, Jokey. He unfortunately was shut down by Mercy, Noon, and Lucio. And Noon jumps off for a theatric goodbye. And that is the third match for Winter. So we are 3-1 in favor of Winter Pulse. Here's I'm assuming this is that sweet, sweet shatter at the end. Yep, there's the rally. And Ryan had his shield up for just a split second before that. And just look at that kill feed. That's a thing you can only dream for. So Jedi, I don't know if you were here most of the fight or Brian. I have a hard time picking player of the games because I'm very biased towards support players. I'm going to go back to lobby so that we can discuss this. I do feel like Reported really did a lot, though. He had incredible high noons. He had incredible tires.
Don't you have to pick from the winning team?
Oh, you are right. Thank you for that point, Jedi. We do need to pick from the winning team. Well, see, I think Noon should get it then, because Noon stayed alive forever on King's Row. He has some massive grabs also on that map.
I agree, but also Alex was popping off in a lot of different situations as well, especially on Hanamura.
That is true. See, I have a bias against DPS, and I have no idea why. And I do know that his echo really made quite a big difference on third point. So I think
Didn't
Alex
already
may be
win player of the match though?
What?
Didn't Alex already win player of the match?
I think so. Are we going to
So-
have you can only win one kind of rule?
I mean, should we? I feel like that would just have more people should get the spotlight when they deserve it.
Yeah, I think we should official asterisk into that rule and drag Noon up here.
Yeah, I agree with him. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone did an amazing job today. It was fun, all of the matches. Let me go grab Noon up here, and Jedi, you can talk about the match and what you think.
So we'll be getting Noon up here in just a split second, and then we'll be on to our next match between, I think it's A Beautiful Sight and Season's Reapings after a short intermission.
All right, I am back with Noon now, who is Zarya for some of the match, and that's the only tank I can remember because of my wonderful short-term memory. So Jedi and I are going to be interviewing you, so please bear in mind we are scuffy casters. So Noon, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So how would you say the team environment is? I know we ask our teams that quite a bit.
I think our team environment's pretty good. We have a very, level-headed members. Nobody gets really tilted, and we always have a kind of a backup plan to follow up on when things start going wrong.
Yeah, I think in literal logistics sense, when we had that lag issue and we've had subs in the past, you guys as a unit have always worked really fast to help me find somebody. And then I know in that game, in Overwatch, your matches too, you've always come up with a plan B if a team fight didn't quite go your way.
Yeah.
Now, would you say Zarya is your favorite tank to play?
I actually have to disagree with that. Reinhardt, I love playing Reinhardt. He's kind of my go-to tank.
Mhm.
But yeah, Zarya's definitely my top three. My list probably goes Reinhardt, Winston, and Zarya.
Oh, Monkey.
Oh yeah,
I
we
like
saw you
that.
on that Winston a good bit as well.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey's not used as much as he should be for sure.
Yeah.
But,
Go ahead, Jedi.
well, this match fairly obviously was probably the hardest match you guys have had so far throughout this tournament, but you still rolled them pretty hard. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I was scared after the first map. I was like, "Oh, we gotta focus up. Harder than what we've done before." But I think the team that we went against, I can't remember team names. I really apologize. Very very good DPS on their team, especially reported, and really gave us a shot for our money. So
Yeah.
She got some accusations levied at him before, but that's not really important to this.
Oh yeah, there was quite a short moment. I only remember that because his name is reported, but that's been cleared. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, you guys fought against Grandma got naded by a reindeer. And the names are pretty long, so and even when we're casting, I have little sticky notes on my screen because I forget, and I'm the one who made the tournament. But thank you so much, Noon. I think we're going to move to a break now, unless you have anything else you'd like to say.
no, I think that's about all. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day, Noon.
You too.
Alrighty. Well, we are going to wrap up for a little break while we get our second match going. Now, the second match is the loser's bracket. So I will be stepping out, and you will get a new set of casters, hopefully better than me.
And remember to cheer for Seasons Reapings.
No. Be sure to cheer for beautiful sights.
Yeah.
Agree
It'll
to
be
disagree.
it'll be absolute domination, so we'll
Yeah.
see. Just yeah.
Hello, everybody. It is your cameraman speaking this time. This is the second match of the night. Beautiful sight dying tonight versus Seasons Reaping. Seasons Reapings. I'm here with Drew and Brian. They're going to be casting this match, and we're going to get started in a minute here. So why don't you take it away, casters?
All right, are both teams ready? Are we starting?
Looks to be. I will go send there.
All right, well, you check that out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, e-boy, e-girl, clowners of the northwest and south and east. Your favorite hostess. Oh, no, wrong person. Hoster is here. All right, we're gonna keep it casual in here, right? Because even though the caster beforehand very good, high tier coach, but gotta keep the vibe going. We gotta vibe with the chatters, because notice some of the chatters are kind of falling asleep. So that's no good. That's not what we're here for. Gotta keep it entertaining, right? No puns intended. Psych. Yeah, we don't want Sombra that knows when you are sleeping. Chatters, viewers. All right. So we got the blue team and the red team. Blue team is the beautiful sight versus the Seasons Reaping. First map is going to be Busan.
All right, and it looks
And
like we're gonna start it and going ahead. No.
All right, Poggers. Let's get this bread. All right, what's the first map? Let's take a look. Sanctuary, the drum map. In Korea, beautiful country. All right.
So generally on this map, you tend to see a lot of snipers, a lot of widows, a lot of ash crees, as the sightlines are very long. And again, I'm curious to see as to which comps will teams switch to stick to their strengths, or will they switch it up and decide to run what's best on this comp?
Yes, sir. You might even get debated last second. They might not play any of those compositions. Oh, we got one long range already out. Kitty Cat Bar on the Ash. Our pro analysis here, Mr. Drew himself, the Chad, the myth, the legend himself. Alright, let's start. Mute last second, switching to Ana. Both teams might be taking coast, maybe not. We see the beautiful people going main. Seasons Reaping, going through the little hall with the drum. Getting poked out right now. Playing it slow, both teams. Sigma and Hammond, the meta composition might make more space. There you go, Kitty Cat with the first pick. Oh, however, they're down Sigma. It's a 3v2. Nobody taking point advantage. They are trying to brawl now on point. It is looking in favor of the not the Seasons, the beautiful sight. Very beautiful sight to see. Look at that, Lucio. You think Lucio's gonna get out? He said, "Yay, I am out of here." Wall riding.
As you can see, Seasons Reaping deciding to take the initiative, go first, but unfortunately the fight doesn't turn that way as they do lose this first fight.
Yeah. Alright. Re-engagement. Noble Knight. Using the bubble early. Not high charge, but making a lot of space for the Rhine. Big anti! Jacob going down first. And then, hey, it's NKO going down on the Moira.
Seasons Reaping's managing to flip the fight here, but the res does come in for Slinky as beautiful sight looking to poke this brawl comp out from the choke. There are no healers on the sides of Seasons Reaping, so a lot of pressure being in. But just as I say that, the Moira does come in. Bob, nice Bob from Kit Kat.
Yeah, Bob making a lot of space in the back. Nano Bob. Best player on the team right now, making so much space, cracking the shield. Kitty Cow Nash killing Lucio. It was a headshot. This man is on the Kovacs, in the aim trainer, the Osu himself. Oh my goodness, that solo high noon from behind, and then the body shot on the Mercy.
However, it does look like Beautiful Sight manages to flip the point again, but most importantly, looking at these ults at the top, you got the big Reaper ult, Migs, you got the Cole, you got almost the Grav, even the Shatter, so it's going to be very tough for Beautiful Sight to dislodge them if they're able to get to the point.
Yeah, let's see if the Reapings are gonna press Q, hold W, or they're gonna just invest maybe 1 or 2 ult at most. Oh! Speak of the devil getting slept, catching the Mercy in the back, the solo Death Blossom. They are up. Oh, never mind. 4v4. Point advantage does go toward the Seasons. Seasons Reaping, catching on.
Sorry, most importantly though, Leroy did burn this Tran, so Jedi has almost a free grab here, which we'll probably see this fight.
Flux coming out from Chiaki. In Chinese, that's Chihai Chencho, but in Japanese, it's Chiaki. On the Sigma, huge flux. Grav catching 2. Oh my goodness, that pin to the lion statue, going down, taking it like a champ. They're falling down bits by bits, crumbling like cookies. Super neck to neck, pretty much 70% to 70%.
As it does look like, as the Seasons Reaping do recapture the point, they do get the late stagger onto Kit Kat Bear. Nice job from Migs. But this fight is pretty bare even. Both teams emptying out their ultimate economy and kind of this basic fight with no ults here.
Yeah, we're gonna see a High Noon coming out with the Bob. Jacob ramping it up. A lot of damage. Catching Leroy on the Zenyatta in the back. Trading 5v5. Bob comes out, making the numbers go up. Catching one. Oh my goodness, this Ashe is fragging. Might actually got play of the game, but we'll see because we're only on map 1, round 1. Will they have a recontest?
Yeah, as it's 90% here, it's gonna be very difficult for them to recontest, especially considering looking at beautiful sight. Look at how far they're pushed up here. But with the big double kill from Slinky, the huge coming in clutch, as well as the rock, Chucky, beautiful stun out of the coalescence ult, and it looks like beautiful sight should be able to win this fight.
Yeah, Sigma with the cleanup. That pulse bomb was huge. Slinky, the next prodigy of the friend, or your boy Saviovi, as we call it in here, the Slinky Ovi. On to the next round.
So like I mentioned at the start of the round, it looks like Seasons Reaping kind of playing to this strength, kind of playing to this brawl comp that they've been playing throughout this tournament. But on the other hand, this beautiful sight playing the Sig ball. How do you think the matchup looked so far on this first map, Brian?
Well, I know a lot of teams like to play dive, but meta has shifted throughout the years and the month. Right now though, it all depends on which Widowmaker is gonna pick off whoever's a sniper first. So, not trying to say a Widow diff, but whoever makes the most value, because they both have the Sigma shield. Right there. So they're already down 1, as predicted. Now, Seasons Reaping, they're gonna have to play a lot of kiting and a lot of corner with the map geometry, but the Sigma out of position, getting caught with the damage boosted Widow. Going in from downtown, and yes sir, we are in downtown right now, catching streets. Irony that he did pin him on the street phase.
As Seasons Reaping do take first fight here, off the backs of Jacob III finding 2 key pickoffs at the start of the fight, if I'm not mistaken. Slinky dying on point, but delaying it just a little bit, but looks like Beautiful Sight has to regroup for this next fight.
Yeah, we also see the Beautiful Sight went from Widow to Ashe and back to Widow. It's
Maybe a bit of indecisiveness here.
Yeah.
Both teams.
Little distraction back out coming from Slinky on the Tracer. Sleep Dart was invested. Oh, both getting a trade though. But not looking good for the Beautiful Sight. They are down 2 healer. They do have the spawn advantage and the cap. Just depends on how well do they hold. They actually holding pretty well. Doesn't even matter if you're down 2 support. It's all about the sustain.
Yeah, and as you can see, both teams approaching these both fluxes, as well as the pulse bomb from Slinky. But Jacob III critically has that Widow sights for the re-engage, so they know where everyone is. Just as he pops it right now, perfect timing right here.
Shocky also has the Flux ready to go. Noble Knight also coming up with the Flux. However, the Sticky Bomb catching Kitty Cat Bar on the Widow. Isty on the Rhine. Got Discord Orb and just deleted by the shotgun pellets from the Roadhog. Got 5 ult economy coming out from the Seasons Reaping right now. Might be a dry push coming for the Beautiful Sight. Ooh, Slinky getting picked off. That's a lot of damage. Body shot with the damage boost. The Echo Copy comes out from Migs for the win.
Trades coming back and forth, but it looks like as of right now that with the Nano, that Beautiful Sight is able to repel him off. Approaching 75% here. So it's looking like last fight territory, especially as season creeping, looking to regroup here.
Yeah, Mew invested that nano boost. It was actually not a waste. The cleanup. They need the execution to make it clean, get it done, just get the job done. This might be the last fight, so it would make sense to invest that. Oh, Slinky on the flank, but getting caught by Isti. Isti on the right is gonna touch with his good old pal buddy Sigma, but they don't touch. They had no speed. Beautiful sight. Taking first map on Busan. Let's take a look at the play of the game. Most likely it'll be the Ash. Yes, sir, I am correct. That's why I'm here, casting Anne with my good old pal Drew himself. Analysis.
In the flesh.
Yeah, we should become what do you call those the psychic people? We mind read. Yeah, look at those cards. Very nice, very nice. All right, take us back to lobby. Ah, wow. So it was pretty close, actually. Even though it was 2-0, but each map it was close. It was like at least the first map, it was like 99 to almost 99. Second map, Seasons Reaping. I think they were taking too long to press Q and use their old combo econ pathing, so took a while. But it's fine. There's always a reverse sweep. That's the beauty of this game. It's not like League of Legend. That shit takes forever. All right, GG go next. We say we go again. Run it down mid. What is the next map, good sir?
They haven't decided yet. But in the meantime, while we wait, I guess we can talk about that first map. For me,
All
what
right.
really stuck out was Kit Kat on that Ash, especially that first map, finding those key dynamites,
Mm-hmm.
as well as clutch bobs. They even invested the nano to the bob in one fight, which I mean,
Yeah.
hey, if it works, it works, you know.
Yeah, a kill is a kill.
No judging here. Um, any other standout players that caught your eye?
Um, Jacob. I think Jacob was actually getting a lot of early picks. But I think sometimes even though he's getting the picks, his team is still dead. But hey, at least he's pulling the weight. I think it's just his team might have to play slightly slow, hoping Jacob can get more picks first before they die. So I think it's just the pace. The pace and the interval itself is not in sync right now. But if
Yeah.
they catch on, then it will be in their favor.
Yeah, and especially that second map, it was super close. Like, it was just an all-out brawl, and I think it honestly could have gone either way for both maps, honestly.
Hmm.
But I think the storyline today is beautiful sight going for the more poke map, poke comp, while Season's Reaping going for um the brawl that they've been playing this entire time. They're like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and playing to their strengths as well.
Yeah. All right. So while they're taking their time choosing the next map, maybe they're getting some coaching or some
Ooh, going for Anubis. Interesting,
oh
because when you think of brawling maps, Anubis does not pop into mind. In fact, my friends call it the Temple of Junkrat because of how much Junkrat is played.
oh the
There.
spam. Yeah, the
Yeah.
choke. Hmm.
I'm asking both teams if they're ready right now, but in the meantime, why don't we predict? What do you think? What do you think?
Now, are we predicting or are we gambling against the chatters, the viewers? Make sure you gamble responsible.
Hey, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be telling kids to gamble here. We at Goats Pro do not condone gambling. Do not gamble, kids. Gambling's not
Uh,
good.
Imagine. All right. Then I guess it's just prediction. My prediction. I might have
No,
to
I
give it
mean
to
like
the.
I was asking like what comps you want think there might switch up. Any strategies? Any
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I was asking. I wasn't asking you to predict the map.
Lols. Alright, sorry, I'm used to casting from my other league. So spam defending side. If they play spam, I think the attacking side, which is Seasons Reaping, they might actually swap early to dive, just so they don't have to waste so much resource and take all the spam damage. And plus, I mean, dive on attack is very very well, especially they take advantage of the space and exploit the value on the stage when they dive. It might break their formation, so we'll have to
True,
see. But
true.
we can take more closely watch on the defender side first, because once they leave the spawn, they leave the spawn. They can't switch. And we already see a Junkrat that you mentioned. Oh my
Yep.
goodness, a Bastion with Bap. Double shield, pretty cancerous.
Going for the full cheese. Good old
Yeah. Now they just need that good old. Oh, Zen. Okay, more damage. I was gonna say Mercy for the extra revive. Oh, Widowmaker duel. The sniper duel. We're gonna see that in the beginning too. Kind of like how we saw it on downtown Busan.
It does look like Seasons Reaping's opting for a brawl, but just with the Widow. Oh,
Yeah, they might do some
never mind. That's him.
sneaky,
That's him now.
tricky sim telly strat, so they don't have to walk through the choke, take too much damage. Teleport coming out onto the point, no time wasted. However, the Ana getting. Oh my goodness, the Zenyatta with 2k pick on the support. Oh my goodness, that made so much difference for the team. That was super crucial. They got caught out in the open. And look at Slinky on the Junkrat, already 60%. That's more than half. Most likely, if he keeps this up, they will have a Riptide ready to go.
Yeah, that is the risk of running the sim strat, is that if it fails and you have a Junkrat, he's gonna get tired in one fight.
Oh,
Jacob the Red does fall to Kit Kat here, as it looks like Seasons Reaping's trying to rotate right side with their Widow still playing main.
yeah, now they're just kind of split. They're looking for the chance. Catching the Zen, though. Mix for the win. Seasons Reaping, they just gotta keep the sustain going. But will they keep it sustainable? Alright.
It does look rough for a beautiful site right now, as it does look like they have to be forced to concede point A. However, they do have a lot of ults coming up. They have the Junk Riptire, they have the Flux, they have the Bongo. Ooh, even using the Riptire right now. Looks like he may possibly want to switch. Or just go for a style play with a Junkrat tire in front. That's fine.
Catching the Reaper.
So that's like another 20 seconds here. Oh,
Yeah.
as expected, he does
Stagger.
go to the Doomfist. No, Genji. Debated me. Seasons Reapings. Waiting for Jake. Oh, but Jacob the Red. Falling the Slinky. Already getting value on that Genji pick.
Yeah. Making it easier for his own Widowmaker.
And again, with 2 CP, Seasons Reapings has to wait another 20-15 seconds. Those 2 pickoffs.
Shatter
Whoa,
coming out, getting blocked. Window was invested. Flux pulling 2k with the Genji, the Ghost Dash with the melee. Oh my goodness, that clean of. Another reset.
Relatively, that fight was relatively cheap for Beautiful Sight. Just investing only the Bapple plus the Flux. But meanwhile, on the other side, Seasons Reapings really stocking up with a war chest of ultimates. They're only down possibly 1 ult if they get this beat up soon.
Oh, that Trends and Immortality coming out just in time. However, the Seasons Reaping holding W key with the Noble Knight on the Graviton Surge. Nano Boost was invested. She is super high charge. They're about to get 2 ticks. Okay, they gotta try to get the Genji off. for that last tick. Oh my goodness, it's getting caught by the Widow. With 3 minutes 24 seconds in favor of the Season's Reaping.
Perhaps a miscommunication from Beautiful Sight, as they did invest the Immortality and the Trans at the same time. Generally, you see teams only invest one because you also have the grab. This is like a perfect example. Because well, you blocked one of my punches, but what about the other one? As Noble's Knight's grab just finishes them off.
Well, we'll see. It is 2 CP, so anything can happen. This might actually go into like round 4 or round 5.
Yeah, if it's 3:24, that's not a bad time. It's not the best, but considering that they started with like 5 minutes, I don't think Beautiful Sight is that mad. Or sorry, Season's Reaping is that mad with their hold.
Yeah, Symmetra. Maybe they're trying to show the other team they could do it better on the sim.
Yeah, that's what the other team did to my team earlier. But yeah, it does look like they're opting for a brawl with Sim here. Exact same play. Let's see if the Junkrat does the exact same thing and builds up a tire really quickly.
Yeah, Season's Reaping though, not running the double shield, which is fine. They still can make the space on the Hammond. Jacob catching the Lucio with the headshot. Didn't even need the damage boost. Oh my god, another to the head. 1 shot, 1 kill. No cap.
Yeah, Jacob the Red finding lots of value on this Widow as he's relatively uncontested here. Slinky's trying to shoot at him, but like is well without the out of the fall off range. Slinky, not sure what he's doing up here on Mega Health Back. He's probably gonna get staggered here. Oh, he does find the trade back, which will force out the res here. So it could have been worse.
Teleporting onto the high ground. Lucio's going. Okay, now Lucio's with the team. Oh, that was not good. Jacob is just not getting contested. The free fire.
Now with Beautiful Sight, these they need to make their rotations faster, because if you don't, you'll get spammed by Junkrat, you'll get headshot by Widow, hooped around by Ball, hit by a rock, spammed. But it does look like they finally now getting onto the point, finding 2 kills.
Yeah, they actually got 2 tick ongoing. They're flipping this back.
Wow. I honestly didn't expect that, but Beautiful Sight managed. Once they got to the point, they were like a rock. They dislodged themselves, or they put themselves there, and they were unable. Season's Reaping unable to push them out.
Yeah, in the beginning it was not a beautiful sight to see, but now it is a beautiful sight to see. Catching Mig on the Reaper, they are gonna go ham. Oh, but unfortunately they are gonna lose the Symmetra. They will lose the damage output from that DPS.
Few comp switches. Leroy going from the Brig or Lucio to the Brig, saying, "Hey, I want more value." Beautiful Sight pushing with the Cole and Flux here. Nice Flux onto 2 people. Finding 1 kill with the Cole, and with a nice pin onto the Ball, kills him. But he manages to
that
drop
Hammond mine.
A wall
I'm
here.
surprised it didn't get cancelled right there. Oh, Leroy getting caught by the Hammond mine. Will they at least try to get 1 tick? Is it enough? Shatter was invested. There was no follow-up though, just too much damage. He cannot drop his shield or else he was gonna get annihilated. Getting pushed out of the choke. Spawn advantage in favor of the defender side.
It does look
Resurrection.
like Beautiful Sight does have to back off here, as the spawn advantage is just too great. Yeah, just a few stagger kills on here as Kit Kat gets off, I believe the Sim, and now goes to Ash. As well as Seasons Reaping swapping off the poke comp to the brawl. Both teams looking. Most importantly, I see that that flux from Shaki.
Yeah, Shaki with the flux coming out.
But with a
Right
nice
there,
flux from
right
Street,
now,
nicely
and Noble
done.
Knight was down. Getting picked up by Streets on the Roadhog, the fragging Roadhog. Those are the type of Roadhog you want in your comp games, not the throwing one, not the ones you want to avoid. Oh, that post bomb though, catching the Brigida. Coalescence coming out, keeping them alive. Shaki catching another two. Mew does making sure that Mercy goes down with no resurrection. The denial. Getting
Beautiful
one
sight.
tick.
Looking to see how much percentage they can really get as Jacob touches NK with the immortality as well. They're burning. The Reaper coming back on point. Even the Bob rally coming out from the roar. Bob finding value, kills NK. The raid boss going in on the ball. Both teams battling it out here. As with a nice shatter from Isty,
Oh,
catches
okay.
Mew. Jedi onto Slinky, but Streets finding 2 kills onto Migs and Issy. But the respawn, this fight could go any
Streets
way.
on Roadhog, just not giving up.
Another kill onto Riwi, putting in tons of value, but unfortunately, looks like that fight is going to be repelled.
Yeah, a minute and 30 seconds on the clock right now. There's a chance this might be their last fight if they hesitate. So they're gonna have to not be indecisive. They gotta make the commitment. We do see a McCree swap now.
Ooh, that late stagger on Chichiaki's, and Slinky another 20 seconds off the board as they have to regroup and push this. Most importantly, Migs, I wonder if you'll get another 2 or 3k with this Reaper ult as
He's
he's
gonna have
been
to be
doing
careful though, because
all
they
game.
got Hook, Rock, Bash, Sleep, and Flash.
Yeah,
Call that the
that's true.
Penta CC. Hammer Mine coming out and being invested on the choke, catching Chiaki on the Sigma.
Oh, and this
Post
is
bomb!
so,
Oh my goodness.
oh, and this
She
is so
must be
bad here.
super salty with that post bomb right now.
This is so bad for Beautiful Sight as they have to regroup just again. They didn't even get to push in. They got ulted first and died first before they can even get to the point.
Bullhog coming out, Fade, getting away from that Roadhog. Post bomb did not bring too much value. Flux coming out with the Nano Sigma, getting a 3k shatter, getting pinned, going down, and there's not much they can do. They're already down like 4 players. Oh, that's a team wipe.
And yes, this looks like Season's Reapings taking map 2.
The reverse sweep coming from these guys. Take a look
Hey,
at the.
we're not there yet, and they're only up.
Yeah, but you know, like just gotta keep it entertained. The suspense. Oh my, this is the part. Unfortunate. They were so close. I actually thought they had it, but they kept losing 1 or 2 players in the beginning. 69 kill participation coming from Slinky. 1-1. Moving on to map 3.
I was gonna say, how can there be a reverse sweep if they're not down 2-0? If it's down 1-0, it's not first to 2. Oh wow, and already, Beautiful Sight immediately picking Eichenwald. Seems like they maybe beforehand prepared a map. I wonder if we'll see any cool strategies on this map.
All right. Are we just gonna roll through, or is there a halftime?
Um.
All right, so no break. All right, we go. We don't we don't we
We
don't
don't need
sleep.
break. We don't sleep.
Grind. Yeah.
We just cast all day, all night, as much as we need to.
Wait, what elo is this? Plat diamond?
Yes, I believe so. Like 2.6 average, 2.5, I think average.
Okay. These sweaty tryhard grinders, no break. They call themselves no sleep till diamond. Waiting for that good old R.
Yep.
Ah, right. Eichenwald, okay. So it's a loser's map pick, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so Beautiful Sight chose Eichenwald.
Yeah. I think Eichenwald, don't really think Brawl because of all the high ground. Unless if you're just talking about third point. Like map point 1 and 2, your team's like running Junk, running Ash, Echo. Can be really, really difficult to push in. So again, I kind of doubted them last map on Anubis, Temple of Junkrat. But Season's Reapings, showing that they can play their Brawl to despite the map geometry not really favoring them.
Ready for battle.
Alright, let's take a look at the defender side first, leaving spawn. Double sniper, Hanzo Ash.
And double
Zambap,
shield
double shield.
Attackers
versus the
incoming
Brawl.
in 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is gonna be so much poke, so much damage onto the Season's Reapings. So all the pressure is on them to make it through these chokes without getting spammed out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright, going through main. They do have the speed though, so if they build that amp speed distance and catch them off guard, they will mow them down with the May wall coming out.
Slinky, a nice pick onto NK, probably the best character this Ana, and yes, it
Oh
looks
my,
like
the
it's so
Hanzo.
tough already. When you lose your Ana, you lose your so much healing. It looks like the rest
Yeah.
of the team.
They really
on
did not see that coming. You know what we call that? We call that you can't see me.
Slinky already halfway to this dragon already, finding so much damage here. And beautiful kiting, by the way, by Chiaki. They Caesar's Reapings tried to rush him, but they just couldn't do it. Caesar's Reapings coming into this left side, pushing through, just brawling up close. But instead, Jedi being the first one to fall down. This double shield comp, unable to be dislodged. But a few picks coming through. NK finds Shaki as well as Migs finds Roar. And Jacob the Red finds Streets. This could definitely, yeah, the fight's turning to the site of Season's Briefings, as it's just Mew and KitKat load on the point. They could maybe get this Jacob the Red here, but the tanks are pushing in, and they'll have to back off for now. Dragon coming, recontest onto the point, but KitKat falls to Migs. But Shaki finding Migs, NK, the best character, the Ana falling. Issy responds, getting Shaki. The immortality, the wall coming out. A back and forth brawl here on the point. It could be anyone's fight here. Reaper Lucio versus the Hanzo, and oh, he doesn't manage to touch the point. Oh. There is no one on point, as everyone just took him out. That was such a close fight. Looks like Ryan may have dislocated here, DC'd here, so I'll just keep on casting by myself. Ultimate's coming online here for Season's Reapings. They have the Mail, they have the Nano, but Kit Kat, Beautiful Sight have a lot of ultimates themselves. They have the Flux, they have the Bongo. As Season's Reaping pushing onto this high ground, chasing down that Ash. 1 HP, oh, cannot make it. The Slinky does fall, as both teams have kind of traded sightlines. But the Flux coming out from Shocky doesn't catch anyone, that's okay. Is slept, naded, and you're dead. Grav, Mail, committed by Season's Reapings, and with that, it looks like they're able to win this fight. However, that did cost them. Well, actually, no, that was actually good, good ult economy by them. Beautiful Sight switching to this Ball and Sig comp again. They do have the Bob for recontest, but it might be a little difficult for him to push into this Mei. Trance being committed by Leroy as well as Console, Dragon Strike, dragging the point. Does find NK again, but Jacob the Red trades. All-out brawl, messy fight here coming around, but the Bob finds 2 kills, and with that, sees the Reapings backing off. And you can really see, Beautiful Sight not giving up just yet as they look to control this high ground. But the streets falling to Issy as Season's Reapings looking to push together as a team, pushing him back. Nice boop onto the Ash here. And Death Blossom is cancelled by the rock. Nice rock. But it looks like that's too much for them to bear here as Season's Reapings takes the fight. I'm not sure if they can recontest here, but the ball does come for the recontest, but it's booped again by Ruby. And really on this last point of the map, super brawly, super together here. A nice 3k shatter, Nano committed as well, as Isty finds 3 kills from that nice shatter. Streets going from the Rissa to the ball to the Rhine now. Not gonna be staggered out. Rhine Zarya, but Noble has the grab. Jacob has the mail. It's just a matter of can they combo it together. Grab committed as well as the aggressive beat. Even the mail. Fireworks flying from both sides here. But the kill feed is all red as Noble finds a nice 2k. Jacob the Red finishing out Streets. Mew cannot live on the point. Leroy dying as well. They're falling like dominoes. The Bob is blocked. Nice Maywall. Wait, I think it's contesting. But still good Maywall. Nice try, nonetheless. Shocky finds the pick, but is that enough? The Rhine is coming in. He's antied. He cannot survive. And that looks like that's the round for Season's Reapings.
Oh, Drew, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, the reason I didn't say anything is because Laurel wanted you to cast second map, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't know if she told you. So yeah.
You can cast with me. I don't mind sharing. It's fine.
Oh, okay, all right. I mean,
Yeah. We're the duo. We're not. This isn't a solo person's game, you know.
like cute.
I mean,
can we
unless you don't want
come?
to. You don't. Unless you don't want to.
No, it's fine. Okay, all right. We'll cast together.
Awkward. But yeah, sorry about that. I did forget.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I didn't want to be rude because she did say we rotate, and I forgot, so I kept going.
No worries about that. I thought you DC'd. I was like, oh snap, not good.
Oh no.
But since you didn't get to talk that much, what do you think about that round of attack from Season's Reapings?
Second point, they were Took a while, right? But then third point, oh my goodness, just roll through it.
Mm-hmm.
It was, yeah, they made up for the time bank. So yeah, now on the attacking side, they're gonna have to like try to beat their time bank, get all 3 point.
Season's Reaping switching it up. No more brawl for now. We're going to the double shield poke pump. So much spam coming through. This Rhine shield's almost down already by Streets. Trap?
Yeah, beautiful sight. Mew investing the immortality early.
Yeah.
They will not have an demo. Oh, but they do catch the other Baptiste on the other team. Mercy using the resurrection. Slinky on the dash, catching Jacob. The DPS are just melting them away.
Yep. Beautiful sight. Really collapsing, or finding that first pick and capitalizing on it. All of them rushing in and really just crushing it from all sides. They're surrounded and conquered.
Yeah, to be honest, I think they should have at least kept them made. They could have tried to wall them off and then peel a little bit back, rotate easier. But it's fine. The damage has been done. We move on. Chucky on the Zarya, catching Ash.
Forcing the res early, which is great. And beautiful sight, taking control of high ground, but Shocky does fall to Migs. In response, a nice pin from Streets. Onto the Rhine. Will he die? Will Isti die? Both lamps being committed. The MO as well. And it looks like beautiful sight winning this fight. Oh, even the blade committed as well. Needs to get that, play the game, you know?
Yeah, the 3k Dragon Blade. No damage boost, no nano, just himself. All credit is just himself. Oh
wow,
my
you're really
goodness, the
going to
Death
the
Blossom
spawn.
in their spawn. We see some spawn camping.
Are they gonna stay is the real question, because that would be an alpha move.
They should
They're gonna
stay. Yes,
yeah,
they
it
should.
looks like they want to, but a little scared.
Their name is also too long. They should consider changing it to Spawn Camp Esports right now. They are hardcore spawn camping. With oh my goodness, 5.5 minutes already on third point. Double Knight using the Flux. They do not want to give up any more space anymore. Shatter coming out. Kitty Cat Bar on the Reaper, catching Isti on the Reinhardt. Echo copying the Zarya. Mix for the win. Do you think he can build a grab? Can he do it? No, he cannot. He went back to his original form. Streaks 11 what am I saying? 112 is just went down. Jacob does switch to the Mei that I mentioned earlier. But will it be too late?
Streets managing to come back with the rest of the team, and there's Zarya with full charge. Shocky will just start melting people, as well as Slinky has a blade. Slinky does find the kill onto Jacob the Red, as well as Slinky using the blade here. Can he get any kills? Doesn't get anyone, but that's fine. He does get the shatter, but no follow-up here.
Still winnable. Nope.
As beautiful sight, capping with 4 minutes, 20 seconds.
Double their time.
On the timing. If my memory serves correctly, they did not lose a single fight this entire map, or on attack at the very least.
Nope, they did not.
Really sending a statement. They're like, hey, 2 minutes? It's a decent time. But what about double of that? What about double? 4 minutes, 22 seconds. Would have been nicer if they had 2 less seconds though. That would have been cooler. But now the ball goes back to Season's Reapings. What about you guys now? Ball is back in the court. See how they respond to this monstrous attack.
You think there's gonna be a full hold on first point? Full hold, go home?
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. But both teams looking to, when in doubt, brawl it out. As Reapers, Trees, actually a straight up mirror, except for the Moira for the Ana. This is like 2016, 2017 comps here. Blast to the past.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
The league manager needs a break. All right.
Pathetic.
Imagining a break.
Oh, Slinky going low as well as Streets.
Oh
But
my
Leroy
goodness.
the speed boost. Sees Reaping pushing in. Issy finds one, finds two, and they're just like dominoes. They collapse here.
Well,
But
Leroy going
Slinky-
down early. Now she could take her 13 seconds break coming from spawn. There's your break.
Ask and you shall receive. Alright, but because of them winning the fight so quickly, both teams didn't really have a chance to farm any ultimates. As Beautiful Sight looking to take a fight quickly. Kree on high ground, I like that. High ground is good. As well as Zarya too, spamming them from above. And really, this is Season's Reapings, looking to see how far they can push this point.
Yeah, they got almost 40 seconds left.
Beautiful Sight, wanting to back up a little, hold the corner.
Isty with the
Issy-
shatter, looking for it.
Now with the shatter online.
High Noon comes out, Streets catches Noble Knight on the Zarya, Coalescence keeping them up from behind, Shatter whiffing the shatter. Oh my, Isty catching the Lucio.
The graph committed by Chiaki, and that looks like that'll seal the deal here.
Yeah, that was a big brain feed on the Lucio so she could take even more break time.
switching
Yeah,
the
look at
here.
that. She even switches to the Moira so she doesn't have the wall ride to get back faster. Easy,
Really
big brain. This is why she's the league host. You can't run a league if you don't have that big of a brain. Miu catching the Lucio. McCree, D Jacob catching Slinky. Oh my goodness, a solo shatter. With it's just execution at this point. Laurel, well, she just got back to the fight. She took all the credit, as if she was there the whole time.
Score.
She said, "I have to let the dog out." I don't know if she was singing the song, but okay.
Initiate.
Yeah.
All right, she's letting the dog out.
So 4 minutes 20 seconds plus 2 for Beautiful Sight to push through to the second point. I mean, first point holds are, like you said, are definitely manageable, but by the way how both teams' attacks have been looking, this might be a difficult order for Season's Reapings to hold here.
Yeah, I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm gonna say it. Call that the reverse sweep.
Oh my god.
See, I'm the
No
type of
comment.
people that says C9 even though it's not C9, just to trigger you,
Yeah, and I'm one of those people that gets triggered.
Too bad not a lot of people are watching at this time because it is late on the East Coast, or else you guys could be spamming C9 in the chat, the plat chat. All right. So 2-minute break. Pause. Oops. Did not mean to type that.
It's okay.
All right. So you got anyone in mind for your MVP? Potential MVP? I mean, it could change. Still could say it for now.
I'm gonna be entirely honest. I've kind of been more focused on casting, but maybe, maybe Streets because he's been really consistent. On the first map, he was doing pretty good, doing pretty well on the ball, rolling through. Second map, his hog, he got I'm not sure if you remember, but like he got like a 3K on second point that like literally kept them in
Yeah,
this
I remember.
fight. They did end up losing that map, but like before, team diff carried his own weight. And on this third map, I think that he's been building these shatters really quickly. And Yeah, I think he's doing pretty well.
All right, but that's just for this. What about overall? Like
Yeah,
from
like I said
Busan
before.
to Temple to
Yeah,
now
like I
Icon
said
World.
before on I did mention, remember? Busan, he played ball. I just
Oh,
said.
okay, that's what you meant. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And Anubis, his hog, I think, was pretty good.
Mm.
But it is a little bit tough because both attacks kind of steamrolled each other.
Yeah.
The best defense is a good offense, apparently, for both of these teams.
Oh my goodness, this man's out here teaching us some philosophy. Take some notes. Hit up Drew those digits. Drew, you single?
Yes, I am actually.
All right. Any
Unfortunately.
ladies, if you're listening, I don't know which way you roll, Drew, but I'm gonna assume ladies, yeah. Hit up
Yeah.
this boy some digits. I mean, you're legal, right? Or
Yeah.
okay. Just making sure. I don't want to get you in trouble. Yeah,
What is
Drew
this?
here.
What is this? First we talking
Speaking.
about gambling and then setting people up. What is this?
Whoa! What are you talking about? I'm talking about you are spitting facts and philosophy. You're a man of culture right now. I'm trying to hook you up. What are you talking about?
Uh, we're having too much fun here.
Ready for battle.
Oh.
Don't overreact just yet. Don't overreact just yet. They're in spawn. They're in spawn.
I want to see it. I want to see it. They have so much time. Just meme around.
No balls, you won't. I want to see. What I want to see is the full dive from behind. Like if you bring like a ball going right side, a Doomfist go right side, Pharmacy go right side, heck everyone go right side. Bring a Lucio right side onto the tower, and like yoink it down. Oh, I may be leaking some strats by the way, but.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But it does look like both teams opting for this brawl
No need to
on defense, but Slinky really feeling the Genji today. Especially with those nice blades, so I can't blame him. Both teams pushing up. Nice
We got
bubble onto
split push.
Pissy, but
Oh
Slinky
my.
finding one, finding two. Already 60% to a blade, as it looks like I said before, the best defense is a good offense.
Objective A.
Where is Slinky? I lost track of him. Oh, I thought he was in their spawn again with the spawn camping. But Slinky approaching this blade. I wonder if Season 3 things will be expecting it. But on the other hand, Issy does almost have this shatter. So both teams looking for who's gonna strike first here. That blade is online now. Will he pull it out? High noon from Jacob III. Ooh, but Slinky,
No.
the assassin, literally ran behind him and killed him. Cole coming in from Leroy, pushing up, trying to stagger these people. And the blade, just for good measure. Oh, okay, I thought he was gonna jump into the pit just to flex on them, but finds the kill onto Jacob III, and this Zarya is all alone.
Yeah.
Oh, but Jedi does
Oh.
find him.
Not letting them touch.
Noble, oh, you can't touch. That's not a C9, by the way. Don't say C9. Don't say I'm C9.
C9, Cloud 9. It was an honor to cast the famous Cloud 9 I heard so much about all these years. Kitty Cat Bar with the Reaper play of the game. He went in and just yeeted.
Yeah, this is when they spawn camped, so. Man. Good stuff by both teams, but this map falling to beautiful sight.
43% 43% assist participation coming from the Moira.
And I'd like to remind that we're going back to control for this map. So if Seasons Reapings wants to brawl, there's always Li Zhang, which is like, except for I think it's not Night Market, it's the Lucio boot map, but where people play dive. It's like the tower one. I always forget the names. But how much you want to bet that Seasons will pick?
Whoa! I thought you were lecturing me just now about betting. I'm gambling. What the
I mean,
hell?
it's a figure of expression here.
No, it's not. What
Yeah,
the
yes it is.
Okay.
It's hypothetical. I'm not actually suggesting we bet money or stuff like that.
Alright, these ladies are definitely not hitting you with the dishes anymore. They don't like a man that lies.
As
Alright.
we are awaiting Seasons Reapings.
2-1.
Both teams going back and forth, trading maps, blow for blow. But
Mr.
as for now,
Cameraman.
it is map point for Beautiful Dying. Wait, did I say the opposite? Like, I meant like one more map and Beautiful Dying can win the thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
James, you there?
Yes, I am here.
Just wondering, you know the Twitch, the title? Why is it still Winter Pulse Bomb versus Grandma Got Native at the Reindeer?
Oh, that didn't get updated. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I'll
We call that NA Caster.
NA Caster, that would be you, my friend.
Caster. Ooh, Ilios.
Damn, if that was in Prospect East for a showdown, what do you think Mr. Ben Retire would say to you for messing that mistake, huh?
Oh, I don't know. He would probably tell me to fix it, and then if it was Prospect Esports Showdown, it would not get fixed.
Yeah, the chatters would get angry at you over that one little title.
Yes, that is true.
Are they ready?
Yep, they are ready, and I'm bringing us into Ilios.
Alright.
Now arriving at Ilios. Initiating match.
Right, Ruins is our first map, a good Widow map. So we may see Kit Kat versus Jacob III, that Widow duel or Ash duel from the first map reappear again.
Alright, Drew, take over for a bit. I need to be right back really quick, yeah?
Alright, I was gonna say the same thing.
Haha, beat
It's
you
fine,
to
it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Strike first, right? Alright, I think he's gone. I can BM him. But Seasons Reaping's looking to go for this brawl with the Widow here. And Beautiful Sight opting for this more pokey comp with the Hog Sig. Again, like I mentioned before, Streets with the Hog I think has looked pretty good for him. As well as Slinky on this Genji. Like, it looks like they really are just playing to their strengths. Both teams playing to their strengths. Seasons Reapings pushing up, trying to push that Sig, but beautiful kiting from Beautiful Sight. As Jacob III finds Slinky, but KitKat does find Riri, so it is even 5v5 here. But KitKat, again, finding the Moira here. And I believe no healers for Seasons Reaping, so this should be an easy fight win for them. See, Beautiful Sight capping the point first. That control percentage starting to tick away, and Jacob III does find the kill onto KitKat, trading back. But I really want to see Seasons Reaping push a little bit faster, and just as I say that, they push in and take out Leroy. Slinky does find the trade back onto Jacob III, finding revenge from Kikat. With this hog running away, putting lots of pressure onto them, as the Sprawl comp sitting on the point, demanding so much respect from the pro comp as they back off. Only getting 27%, so it honestly could have been worse. Both Widow about to get sights here, as well as Migs approaching that Reaper ult. But Shaki has this flux and does get it, catches Jedi, but he does have the bubble here. Beautiful sight. Our Season's Reaping deciding to use this Cole. Migs does fall to Kit Kat. Trans answered in response. But Jedi, does he have this grab? Will he commit it here? I wonder if he will. He definitely could. Oh, maybe a little too late. He does commit it, actually. Is there any follow-up? No, there is not. Rui only managing to kill Mew as a flip. Flipped over. Most importantly, Slinky has been farming the speed faster than Riri. There will be no beat to answer this blade. And I wonder if Season's Reaping a bit of, or if Beautiful Sight know this. There's a little chink in the armor that if they push right now, they can possibly get a new wipe. The Migs, on the other hand, does have this Reaper ult, which no chance to respond here. But Migs goes down, as well as Jacob the Red falls to Slinky again. Slinky really putting lots of pressure onto this hit scan for Jacob the Third. As Season's Reapings does have to regroup here. Again, like I said before, the control percentage ticking to 70%. This should be last fight, I believe, if Season's Reapings don't take this. But they have lots of ults. Nice block from Shaki. And the blade coming out, as well as the flux. Slinky, 1 kill, 2 kill. Migs trades back with the Reaper ult, does find 2. Noble, alone, on the point, does get finished off. As... Can anyone touch from Season's Reapings? And Kale using the speed boost from the Mora Coalescence. So Lucio barely does manage to tag the point here. A beat being committed by Rui. Can they push up? NK finding Mew. That could be a big pick. Migs finishing up Shaki, and it does look like the fight will is swinging towards... Oh, I spoke too soon. Trades coming back and forth. Slinky finding NK. Migs again finding Streets and Slinky. Migs really turning it up when the team needed it the most, as fight goes towards in favor of Season's Reaping. Season's Reaping's going to... Looks like their comp, they switched to mobile characters. They now have a dive. But the ultimates from Season's Reapings, they did invest a lot that fight. Or I think they just switched. The Whole Hog coming out from Streets here. Doesn't find anyone. He is antied. But Slinky finding Jacob the Third again for maybe the 3rd time. Ironically, Slinky finding Noble Knight as well. Slinky, unstoppable beast, finishing off many kills. As it looks like this may be it. Can anyone touch the point? And the flux come out from good measure. And first snap going to Beautiful Sight. Are you back yet, Brian?
1-0.
Oh, I guess he's not back.
Ready for battle.
Empty your mind.
Lighthouse here. Jacob the Third. I would imagine that he's feeling a lot of pressure as Slinky has killed him multiple times on this Genji, and it looks like Slinky does want to stick to it. Yeah, Jacob the Third switching off, feeling the pressure, switching off to the Somber now. Maybe might expecting a ball comp. A ball maybe, but both teams opting for this brawl here. Oh, Slinky does go off. Now to Tracer. This Tracer sneaking in. I like that. But both teams fighting for blows. Isti goes long, and the Immortal is forced from Mew. They will be without that critical ability. Slinky does find the pick onto Issy as Migs trades with Lure. Kit killing Noble. And Kit finding the pick onto Migs. As this fight should go the way of Beautiful Sight. Slinky already with the Pulse Bomb. Very impressive. As well as Mew almost coming close. Our Streets coming close with that Shatter. Season's Reaping pushing in, but Slinky's putting a little bit of pressure on the backline, but does decide to throw. Streets finding the pick onto Migs. How did that happen? And they smell blood. They smell blood in the water as they push in hard. Streets finding Issy, and it looks like this Ryan putting so much pressure in, as well as Kit Kat supporting them, putting resources into them. NK does have a beat to engage now, or does have the beat, but Kit Kat is approaching this Reaper ult on the other side. 50% almost reached as Season's Reaping pushing this pushing this main. Nice shatter onto Noble, somehow got through. I thought he blocked that. Cole being committed. Both teams committing lots of ults. Kit Kat with the 2k from the Reaper ult. Investing the grab here. Immo down, but is destroyed. And Kit Kat destroying. Rally even being committed. With a nice shatter from Issy, but cannot be. Oh, does find the kill onto Mew. Both teams just brawling it out here as grab is committed by Jedi. Can there be any kills? No, there cannot. As it looks like, well, they did cap the point, but this fight is won for Beautiful Sight. Once they cap, it's 87%. Last fight percentage is Jedi just switching onto the ball. No CS to touch. Slinky does die attempting to get a pulse. I didn't see what happened there. But they do trigger OT. Multiple people, but it looks like the fight is going the way of Beautiful Sight. As they even chuck in the grabs for good measure. And it looks like this will be it. As Beautiful Sight takes the series. He came back right at the end.
Yeah. Beautiful Sight won?
Beautiful Sight, yes.
Oh, okay. Alright, so that was it, right? First to three?
Yeah. Series goes 3-1 in favor of Beautiful Sight.
Was that semifinal or grand final?
That was loser brackets semi, I think,
Loser
or
bracket semi?
quarters for loser
Okay.
bracket.
Alright, so picking MVP?
Kind of tough, cause I think the person my pick that stayed most consistent throughout the map, all 4 maps, would have to be very tough. Do you want to go first? You can go first if you want.
Wait, just pick because you were here for the remaining last map.
Oh yeah, I just realized. think streets, because that mean he put in a lot of work on on that hog on that Rhine. I don't think whenever they lost the fight, I don't think most of the time it was really he made a serious error. I didn't spot any critical errors. So my pick is streets, although it
All
is
right. Okay. Can you contact him, or do you have admin power to drag him in here? Yes. No.
yeah, I think I do. I think the
Okay.
Lord's gonna bring him up. Bring him
Oh.
or her up. Cannot
Okay.
assume. Or them.
So now we wait to talk and interview Mr. MVP. Uh,
Hello. Oh, multiple people are here.
Yeah, Drew is, or not Drew. Aldem, who is Streets, is with us now.
Hi, Streets.
Hello.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
This is my first time doing this, so I apologize. I didn't cast any of the other ones. What was it like? Knowing that this was you guys obviously and ideally fell to the loser bracket. This is the quarters. Knowing that if you lost this was GG, this was game over, that you guys were going home. Did that put any pressure on you?
Not really. I didn't have. I was just like, oh, we'll just play. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. Talk me through the game plan that your team, beautiful sites dying tonight, had while you were playing these rounds. Did it change? Did you guys have any preset things that you wanted to focus on?
So we didn't really have any plans going into it. It kind of evolved into let's just run Czar, mirror them because we felt like we were doing well in that, and then just I was just picking hog when I felt it wasn't a throw. That was my thought process.
Respectable. Ryan, do you have any questions?
okay. Let me do this. Hold on. Is that Streets?
Yeah.
Oh my god, big fan. My boy Streets out here on the streets killing it. Alright, got some few questions for you. Let's
Pulls up
see.
the document.
So was there anyone on the team you think gave you difficulty, or nah, they kinda not good?
Migs on the Reaper scared me a lot.
Yeah.
I knew going into it he was gonna be a Reaper OTP, and like I knew the first round of Control, that last map, I knew it was like, well, I can't miss hooks on him or I'll die. So
Oh, so the pressure was there. You got a frag. That
Yeah.
Roadhog, disgusting.
Yeah,
You're literally one of those Roadhog and comp and ladders where they want you because you're bringing more DPS than your DPS player on your team.
there was like one fight where I like baited him with like the melee thing, so he like rafed out.
Oh, okay. The big brain. You tricked him.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he's watching. Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Say it to his face. Let's see. What else? We say your team are more considered like sweaty, try hard in the comms, or just casual, go with the flow type of mentality.
It was largely go with the flow.
Go with the flow?
As the games went on, I feel like we warmed up and we're culling better and on the same page more though.
Okay. Well, if you have to choose another MVP for someone on your team, who will you give it to?
Either I don't know, that's kind of hard actually. I don't know. Our off tank was like popping. Like her like Zarya and Sigma are just like doing so much. I don't know how to say her name. It's like Japanese characters.
Oh, the Sigma. Okay,
Yeah.
Jackie.
Shocky.
Jackie. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I've been butchering her name and she's never corrected me. She's really sweet.
How is
She-
it actually pronounced?
Yeah.
How is it actually pronounced?
Oh, I'm assuming he knows because when I was giving him the names, he's like, I'm fluent in Chinese. I'm like, oh, well, good.
Oh, it depends if she's writing that in Japanese or Chinese. But
Oh.
if you're just saying it in Japanese, it's literally just Jackie.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know because she spoke with my sister for a little while, and my sister is learning Japanese, and she didn't really say if my sister pronounced it correctly or not. So she's very low key, but her tank is on point. But her flex support, because we played quick play a little bit.
All right. We're diverging. All right. We have to interview all
Streets, my bad.
Streets
I will
here.
go back to mute.
Do you have any let's bring up the spice a little bit. You have any words for I forget.
You want me to
You have
do
any
it?
words? Yeah. No, it's fine. I got this. You got any words for any of the future teams? Any trash talks? Anything we can
Any shitters? Any shitters in the chat?
anything we can hype up? Don't be afraid. Say some stuff.
I don't have anything in particular. Just
Aw.
just
Damn.
I would
Okay.
have said something.
Just-
I would have
just-
said y'all are trash or some stuff and called them out.
I don't know. They better. I guess they should prepare for MTD.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, last one. Do you have any shoutouts you want to say on Twitch or to your teammates?
I mean, I guess thanks to my teammates, they played great. So
Okay. All right. All right. Then I think that's pretty much it. We can wrap this up. Thank you again for joining us on the interview cast and for playing tonight's match. And hopefully you had fun.
yeah, had a good time.
All right. Have a nice night.
Yep, good night.
Bye.
Peace.
All right, folks. So that is all for tonight. I heard there was a little bit of scuff, but it is what it is, and hopefully some of you guys were able to stay up and watch. If not, unfortunate, but it will be uploaded, so you can always rewatch it if you're that interested or
Yep.
curious.
Just to
Yeah.
recap, oh, I forgot the names. Pulse Bomb.
Winter
I
Pulse
believe.
Bomb.
Winter Pulse. Walking into Winter Pulse Bomb defeats Grandma Got Naded by Reindeer by 3-1, and therefore Winter Pulse Bomb will face the winner of Grandma Got Naded by Reindeer and Beautiful Sight, which will happen on Friday, I believe.
We're gonna try to start a little later, just because a few beautiful sites can't make it. But we're gonna try to start around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that'll be our semi-final match. And then right after that will be our final, all for the cake. Well, stickers in this case, and some vinyls.
All right. Anything else? Is that all? The upcoming match?
Yep, that Friday the 15th is our final match for the Winter Cup, and it's been a fun ride so far. And thanks for everybody who's talked in our stream and gotten to know us all a little bit better.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's good, and congrats again to your team tonight. You popped off on that Zenyatta tonight on Temple of Nuvis.
I
Ah,
also
see,
had the
I
trumpet.
was watching. I was noticing. Okay, all right, James, you can do the closing now.
Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in to tonight's stream. It was a little bit of a long one. We also had some delays, but we ended up getting through the matches. So make sure to watch the streams next week. Watch out in the Discord or on the GMP Twitter, because they do have that. Make sure to go follow that. Laura, can you put the link in the chat? Is that possible? The Twitch chat?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you can go follow that. And other than that, yeah, just make sure to check out for the matches next week, and then we'll see you later. Thank you for watching.